You are live. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night to everyone. Welcome to today's show, and look who I have with me, the amazing SunPsychic Jean. Hi, Jean, how are you?
Hi, Akela. I'm doing well. Happy Sunday morning to everybody.
Yes, yes. And Jean, I didn't ask, how are you with the snow? Because, we got hit with it today. So,
Yeah,
how are you
it's
doing?
it's about 4 or 5 inches right now and still snowing.
Yeah. Do you find that the snow where you are, is it sounding more like ice than actual snowflakes? It's
It
kind
does
of
it
heavy.
it does come back and forth. It
Mhm.
goes back and forth like it. You can hear it hitting sometimes, and then other times it's just light mist.
Okay,
But
okay, okay. Yeah, same here. And I said, I'm not going to go shovel till later on, even though a gentleman shoveled our main walkway. So thank God for him. Yes.
oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. I have pretty decent neighbors. They come out and help. We help each other out. Okay.
That's nice.
So, Jean, before we jump into some great information that you have to share, I'll just go ahead and say good morning and hello to a few people. We have I am Lulu, 1010 Awakening Spirit. Hi, I'm hello. Hi, Tony. We have Sinister Days, Jazzy, Jazz Ziggy Pie. Good morning. We have Spidey K6P, Nancy Ray, Jackie B Readings. Let's see, who else do we have? Scroll down a bit. Oh, that's who we have for now. So we want to thank you all for coming here. 11 a.m. We know it's early for a lot of folks, but thank you for getting up this early and spending your Sunday mornings with us. And let us know what the weather is like in your area. Are you dealing with the snow? Hi, Brittany Anderson and Poira Forever. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome. So, Jean, I will turn it over to you so that you can, share the amazing information you have with the group.
Oh, thank you, Akila. I just wanted to remind everybody that I'm offering a winter special with the winter green. I thought it was an amazing graphic there. Those little evergreens and the winter green. I like the thought of the green rather than like an icy blue
Mm.
winter look. And so I'm very visual and I'm very affected by colors. And I just thought this was very healing and warm and cozy. And you can get a winter special offer. It's 45 minutes for $55, and you can personalize it to whatever you need. Messages from loved ones, clear insight for life decisions, guidance from spirits and angels, messages from pets, and how to develop your intuition as well. You can do all of those in one reading if you like. The offer expires in February, the end of February 28th. And you can just go to my website and let me go over to that. And I have to change. And if you go over to my website, this is the main page that you land on. And this is the winter special right here. It's the very first one. And then these are my other readings. And I wanted to also let everybody know that I've added another special event. It's the past life mini reading, Sunday, February 8th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. And I also have available, if anybody wants to try the psychic study practice group and you want to try it just once to see if you want to join, because all of the regulars who come every month, they get a like it's a value package for the season, like the winter package, the spring package, the summer package, and it's just a little more economical. But if you don't want to get the whole package and you want to just try one, you can come right in here. And same with the past life. If you click on this, you'll see what the cost of the event. It asks you to arrive 10 minutes before the starting time. It describes a little bit about what to expect. And then when you click on this attend bar right here, it'll take you to the checkout process. And then once you check out, you'll receive the Zoom link in the receipt, in the email receipt that you get. So make sure you save that email, because the actual Zoom link for any of these events will automatically be there. Now, if you are already in the and you bought the package, I'll send you that separately. I have not yet been able to, because the email links are different for each one. So if you get the package, I have to send you the individual ones.
Okay.
I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll get a discount code or something. I don't know. Still trying to figure out the website. So, but thank you, Akela.
You're welcome. And I can attest, I attend Jean's practice sessions, and Jean actually got me going. A lot of you all have heard my story, and I've been practicing with Jean ever since I met Jean. And I still attend her sessions, and they are amazing. Even if you try one just to get a feel, because you might not be sure, give it a try. It's very cost effective. So give one a try and then see, okay, well, this might work for me. I like this. Or, if you feel the other way, that's fine as well. But give it a try and see. Okay.
Thank you,
Thanks
Akela.
again, Jean.
And I
You're
think that I know that spirit brought us together because you were very, I could feel the energy and the information that was coming off of you and around you. And you came to support me in my psychic. Did you see the psychic booth thing that
Yes,
Terry and I did?
yes. Listen, I was cracking up because please don't show that picture. I was having a bad hair day. I'm like, do not show that photo. Do not show that.
I couldn't find it. It wasn't like I did that at the very last minute. I thought, let me just show them what the booth looks like so they can get an idea of what it is that we're doing and what it looks like. But it was fun. It was fun to reminisce with Terry. She's so much fun. And
Yeah,
the way that we started it together, and she said, I did this. I'm like, oh, I'm going to do that. And she's like, oh, I see you have a sign up. I'm going to do that. Like you help each other, hmm
yeah, yeah. And we
But
get
yeah,
to
no,
learn from the best practices.
but you were an integral part in my development. You were there in the very beginning, and I could feel the frequency and the vibration and the openness. I could feel that you could feel me around you, and that sensitivity that you had. And I'm like, you've got to come with me. You got to start, and I'll help you through the show you the ropes. And we went through YouTube together, and we did all the things. And now look at her. She's hosting
Yeah,
me.
here we are. All right, so I'm just going to say a few good mornings. I saw hibiscus readings came in, and we have a special birthday celebration today. Tani, happy birthday to you. Hope you have an
Oh,
amazing, hope you have an amazing day. Yeah, it is your birthday today. So Toffee, hi, good morning. Michelle Kranz. Let's see. Louise Hager, good morning. Welcome. Artist 179. Let's see. And then I saw someone's, where was it? They're in California with sunny hot weather. I'm like, just showing off, while the rest of us are freezing. Okay, so we can go ahead and get started. I have a few questions started. Um, just trying to make sure I don't miss anyone. I just got, so I'm just going to
hi,
scroll.
Suzanne or
Did I,
Suanne.
did I miss Suan? I'm sorry,
She
Suan. Good
she
morning.
popped in, and I haven't seen her in quite a while. So it's nice to see you. It's Suanne Trench at 11:09.
Okay. And Brina, hi Brina, good morning. Oh, and I now see Suan. Good morning. I think it was Spidey. They're in California. Send some of that hot weather our way, Spidey. Okay. So you ready, Jean?
Whenever you are, yeah.
Okay. And I think we should get started with the birthday lead person. I don't want to assume. So Tani, we're gonna get you first. And again, happy birthday. She's ahead of us. It's Monday for Tani.
Wow.
Okay, let's see. Uh, so Tani says it's 2:55 a.m. on Monday here, and I would love a reading for my birthday. I am hoping my family come through. Okay. And Jean, please feel free if you want to go first. You can go ahead and jump right in, and I can go. It doesn't matter to me. Okay. Let's see.
I have a grandmother energy here, and she's coming to send you joy and unconditional love. They're putting a headband of flowers around, like a crown of flowers on your head. And they're saying that you are the special one, a special one. And they want you to know that you're as unique as the flower, and that you are as beautiful and miraculous as the flower, that you can see your reflection in nature around you. And they're saying to appreciate the miracles in nature, and it will help to elevate and remind you of the miracle of you being here on earth. And they're saying that you're making huge, great strides forward. You have made momentous accomplishments, and they're talking spiritual abilities or spiritual awareness or spiritual confidence. They're showing me that you have become more comfortable in the seat of your own soul, and have had this ability uh, to not to give your energy away, like making sure that your energy stays with you while engaging with other energies around you. They're saying that you have excelled and exceeded all of their expectations. And they just, oh, there's a bright, 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 bright star, and it has concentric, like bright light beams coming out from around it. And they just want you to know, whenever you see the sun or feel something shining on you, that it's from them. That's what they want you to know. Oh my gosh, that was neat.
Thank you, Jean. Oh, and that's okay. I'll keep it this way. So Tani, what I got for you was I saw it was like a feminine, and like, to me it seemed feminine, but it was like a fairy swooshing energy, swooshing with a little wand, and then they took the wand and they did zoop, like tapped you with it, and all this um, sparkly stuff, right? Then I was told, because my phone was just like pinging, even though I have it on do not disturb. And I think what they were trying to do is get me to look at the time on my clock. And when I looked at it, the time was 11:11. Right? So 11:11, that to me, I took that as your opportunity, even though it's not 11:11 right now, still, because of when you asked your question, make the wish. Another small wish, a grand wish. What do you want for your birthday? They're letting you know that this is your time to request what you want, right? Because again, that magic wand and the fairy sparkles all all over you. Um, and that's what I was getting for you. I wasn't getting anything else. And then I kind of asked if I needed to get a card, and I wasn't guided to pull a card. So they're just reminding you that this moment is magical. This day, today is your day. It's a magical time. And remember to think big, wish big. You know, you're not being selfish if you wish for something big, you deserve it. So wish big. That's the message. And happy birthday again to you, Tawny. Right? And
And
go ahead,
Tawny
Jean.
had a couple of comments there.
Oh, let
I,
me jump
I
back over. Hold on one. Tawny. Okay, I see. Oh, she says, and I may have missed something else. I see where she said, oh, nope, go up a little higher. She said, but Jean, oh, that makes me so happy knowing I'm doing the right thing and they approve. Oh, that is nice. And she says, thank you, Jean. And then she said, oh, wow, 11:11 is what she always sees. Oh, wow. Wow. And I'm sitting here like, why is my phone just going off and it's on do not disturb? 11:11. So to me, that's them validating, right? That they are here with you in this moment. And that's one of the ways that they're validating it, by showing us 11:11. And she says, I will make that wish for sure. Yes, yes, yes. All the best, Tani. And I see we've had a few more people come in. Mona Lee, hello. Healing readings by Donna. Good morning, good morning. All right. Oh, Tani said that's just beautiful. Yes, it is. Okay, so we are going to jump to, let's see. Let's do Brittany Anderson. I'm going to Brittany Anderson. Brittany, are you here? I hope you are. And I think, you know what, Jean, what we'll do is, just to make sure that folks are here and we're not just doing reading, is ask if they are here to make sure.
Agreed. Yeah. It's important that I mean, it's your reading and your energy makes it so much better. Oh,
Yes. And Brittany is here. Okay. So Brittany says she's open to receive a message from spirit. Okay.
so they're showing me your roots and they're showing me like a paw. Not sure if you have dogs, and they're showing me a paw of a dog, but then the paw is transforms into a tree, the roots of a tree, like the base of a tree. And if you can imagine how the paw spreads out, and then it changes into the tree and it goes into the earth. And I feel like your dogs do ground us, help us to ground. And they're obviously on the ground a lot and outside on the ground. And the tree, they want you to work on your roots and work on grounding. And I do see that this is and a lot of us, we want to hear, we want to see, we want to know and spirit, and we sort of like leave our body or leave this energy base of our body. But the ironic thing is, the more that we can root and ground ourselves enables us to go farther in our spiritual development. It sounds counterintuitive, but we actually need to anchor this energy here, because we're a physical being, in order to excel and to move forward in the upper chakras and or these realms. So I hope that makes sense to you, Brittany. She has 3 dogs. Good, good.
Okay.
Good.
Brittany, and this is interesting. I heard um speak well. And I was trying to figure out, speak well, what did they mean when they say that? So as I sat here, I wasn't really getting much. So then I went to the cards. But as I was shuffling, I felt as if the speak well, it seems like you might have been speaking down, um, consciously and unconsciously, to yourself, criticizing yourself for things that you may have done. Like we tend to, we work on a project, and because a part of the project didn't go the way we wanted, we were like, oh man, how foolish have I? No, it's not how foolish have I. Maybe that part was not needed, or the direction that the universe may have had for the project, that part shifted it off course or something, right? Or we look at ourselves in the mirror and we kind of like nitpick and little things. I have a mole on my face, I don't like the mole, so I'm there like scrutinizing the mole and saying to myself, oh, I want it gone. It's not a beauty mark, it's not this, it's No. So that's what I got when they said to speak well. So I just heard what they would like for you to do is find positive mantras, or maybe not even necessarily mantras, but positive affirmations, and just say to yourself that mole that you don't like, you know, dig deep within and find the beauty of that mole. Again, it's not that you have a mole on your face or anything. This is just an example I'm giving. But then I went ahead and I pulled from the um a card, and the card I got for you, and I'm going to hold on for me 1 second. Yeah. The card I got for you, it says survival, right? And even though we see a fox and and the crow is whether hiding from the fox or whatever, I feel like it's more that you are in survival mode of um critique, others, what's coming up is what others um thoughts or what they may have said. For some reason it's being recycled, and you may be criticizing yourself because of what others may have said to you as a child, or so spirit is wanting you to start speaking positively to yourself. That's why they say speak well, find those affirmations. There's a lot on YouTube that you can find, or create your own. Think of the one positive thing that you have about, for sure about yourself, that you feel uplifts you, and keep repeating that. And as you repeat that, your vibration is going to raise, and then you're going to find the beauty in the things that people feel, that made you feel less than. All right, Brittany, I hope that makes sense, but that's what I am getting for you. Let's scroll down. So Brittany says she has 3 dogs, and you were talking about the dogs, Jean. I guess this is probably for when you may have given your part. She says it does. Yes, it does make sense. Um, she says a bit yes, especially at the stage in life I am in right now. Okay. And if that was for the speak well, who cares what people think of us? As long as you are doing right, you are living well, you are not harming anyone, who cares? It's all about being the best that you can be for you, not for others. All right, Brittany? So I hope this helps. And start with one affirmation. And Brittany says, thank you, she will do so. Yes. Thank you, Brittany, for being here. Okay. Next we have I am Lulu. Okay, and I am Lulu. Are you still here? Let me check. I am Lulu. Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you. I am Lulu. Would love a message from family if they are willing to come through. Mom, dad, or her brother. Jean, would you like a name for either
Yeah.
or? Okay.
Yeah.
So I am Lulu. If you don't mind sharing their names with
And
us.
and one would be good because if it's
Okay. Okay.
the one that you would like to hear from the most.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mom,
she said, I know Jean likes names. Mom Peggy, Dad Terry, Brother David.
yeah.
And
And then
the
she said,
most
Mom Peggy. Did you see that? Yeah. Okay. So I will see who comes through for me, and I'll give you that message.
So they're showing me that they have a seat, a window seat where they can see life on Earth and at any degree watching over you. And they're sitting almost in it almost looks like the Space Needle, and that they have a seat, a window seat where they can look out. And it doesn't matter where they are. As soon as they look out, they can see you, they can see the world. It's like instant. It's their intention. It's like the window is multidimensional, and there's nothing there until they say, "I want to see Lulu," and when they look, they see you. Or I want to see, and whatever they want to see, that's what they're shown. Like it's a ever changing. It's not just one stagnant view. That's very interesting. I always ask them what it looks like on the other side and how they can do things. And your mom, Peggy, is very generous, very kind. I think that she seems very smart and practical. Um, and she's helpful. And she's saying that you don't fall too far from the tree, and which means you're a lot like her. That's, you know. Um, she's saying that the focus is now on you, Lulu, and that she is grateful for you, the honor that you're showing her. And the way that you can honor her the most is to be and live your best life. And this is what you're doing. So she's very proud of you. She's very proud of what you've learned. Even though she's very wise and she taught you so much, that you were able to take that and to expand. She says your bravery and your ability to go outside of your comfort zone is something that she was not used to, but she's really very proud of you. She's also talking about baking something in the oven that was like bubbly, almost like a casserole kind of thing. I don't know what this is. I mean, it could be, I don't want to, but there's something in a baking dish that is bubbly. And it looks like it's sort of like a casserole, there's many things mixed in. I don't want to say lasagna. I'm not really seeing red, but like things that you would have multiple components in this, and then you would bake it all together and have it blend beautifully. And she just wants you to know that, like, the nourishment that comes from a homemade meal is real. It's true. It's more than just a means of satisfying hunger. It's a means of warming the soul and satisfying the emotional need as well. And she's saying that she's just really very proud of you. I'm not sure what this reference is around food is, but she just wants you to know that you get it. You get that there's more to life than just face value, and that the depth and the degree in which you experience life makes her very proud. And she just wants you to know that she loves you, loves you, loves you, loves you. She's sending you so much love and hugs. She said that you are safe. I don't know if that means anything. She wants you to know that you are safe, that she has angels on her team that watch over you. And that's what I have. That was a lot.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So I'm just gonna share before I jump into mine, Jean, what I am Lulu said. She said probably her scalloped potatoes. Sometime I throw them in there. Oh, no,
ham.
sometimes she throw ham in there. And then she says everyone says she exactly like her, and she was an amazing cook. Or she cooked
That's
exactly like wow. Okay. Thank you, I am Lulu. I mean, thank you, Jean, and for the feedback, I am Lulu. So I'm gonna pull up a little bigger just so I can show the cards because I didn't get a message, but well, I did get a message, and I was told to go to this dragon deck. And I got two dragons for you, I am Lulu. And the first one is the royal blue and gold dragon. It's beautiful. And this dragon strengthens you to stand in your power and wisdom. It says, awaken to your own majesty, wear your cloak of power with pride. And I'll read quickly what it says from the book. And then you got Archangel Gabriel's dragon. And this dragon brings purification. Self discipline will speed ascension and bring joy. You can carry Archangel Gabriel's diamond. But the royal blue dragon, it says, is lighten up the gifts and talents you carry in your aura. This dragon is breathing courage, support, and dignity into you so that you can wear your cloak of power and wisdom with pride. Most important of all, it is awakening you to who you truly are. It is enabling you to radiate your special light. And as I read that, I was saying to myself, okay, that's why I wasn't getting a true message, an a clairaudience message, because I know, Lulu, you have just recently started doing lives, right? So you are stepping into your power and, utilizing the gifts that you have and sharing it with everyone here on YouTube. So just know that that royal blue and gold dragon is there with you, helping you through it. Now, Archangel Gabriel's dragon says that you are expected to cooperate with Archangel Gabriel's diamond white dragon using self examination and self discipline to accelerate your ascension. The dragons can then illuminate you internally with happiness, clarity, and a higher expectation. And the reason why I wanted to read this card, this message, is because of a message you received yesterday. I'm going to go back. I am Lulu. And at the beginning, when I am Lulu joined the chat, Jean, she mentioned that yesterday I had mentioned a harp for her. And she said she used the harp image and helped give her a restful night.
Oh,
So, call in these two energies, and you can go back and screenshot it. I am Lulu, so that you can always have the image to reflect on. Okay. And I am Lulu said, more absolute reassurance of awakening, love it. And Jean once told me I have a dragon spirit guide and that he is an azuri and gold dragon. Wow. So blue and gold dragon. Wow. Nice. Thank you, I am Lulu. Okay. Now, Jazz Ziggy Pie, are you here? We're going to move on to you. Jazz Ziggy Pie. Yes. Oh, that was quick. Jazz said, I'm not going to miss this opportunity. I am right here. And Jazz says, good morning. I would love to know if I have any new spirit guides because of, I guess, because she's having because of the spiritual downloads I've been getting. I've been seeing them in my room. What are the spiritual downloads I am getting? Well, I think we can see if you have any new guides that have come in, but I don't know if we'll be able to get what the downloads are for you, right? Because your downloads are, to me, I will feel they're specific for you. We won't get the exact, so I don't, and there's a lot of, what are your thoughts on that, Jean?
well, I just recently posted something on my Instagram this morning within the hour, and it says, what are light codes? Light codes are streams of information transmitted through the universe. They carry information from the sun, moon, stars, and from the other dimensions. Light codes are also in your DNA, your physical body, and your human energy field, your aura. They work at any and all levels of your being. And what I'm getting for you, Lulu, I'm sorry, Jazz, is that it is just a part of your awakening, a part of your opening up, and a part of your expanding your awareness and up raising your frequency and vibration. So, like Akela said, these are it's not like a known upgrade. It's almost like your soul knows, and it's like a spiritual universal type of information so that you can awaken and raise your vibration here on earth. And I do feel, let me just see, let me just tap in. So, what it is that you've been looking for, Jazz, is likely that this may be an answer. And it's amazing how many people are coming into this world that have all of this wisdom, and it's like you're remembering. And perhaps there was something. It also helps us to let go of what no longer serves us, and it's about things, it's about people, it's about beliefs, limiting beliefs, and letting that go. And sometimes we're in a dense state of being because of all of the heavy emotional energies. And these codes are here to help break that up and help to activate what is always been a part of you, and to help that come forth so that you can let go of those heavier, denser energies, if that makes sense. I don't know what that means, belong and pace.
Let me see. Hold on, I gotta scroll back to the chat. Ye-
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
she
not
said,
sure.
she said, you can just looking at if I knew spirit guide. Okay.
Okay, let's see. You can just okay. Okay, good. And then she says, "That's so funny. Yesterday I had this book about real raising my vibration. I was going to read it yesterday." Hmm.
And sometimes it's uh, just that simple. And sometimes we expect spirit to be so complex and so difficult, and but really it's very simple a lot of times. So that's I that really resonates. How about you, Akila?
Yeah, I wasn't getting anything on the second part of Jazzy's question, Jazz Siggy Pie's question. Um, but Jazz, in regarding your guides, I let me get back your question. I did get that. Yes, you have two new guides who are with you, and then I was about to ask for any guidance. Well, first I was about to ask if they can share with me like the roles of these two guides, and what I saw was interestingly like I got an image of a room, and I can see the bed, and I can see the guide standing at the foot of the bed. But while they are standing there at the foot of the bed, there is like another being with them, maybe another guide. Um, and think of like when you go, the image you bring in my head is when you go to the hospital and the nurses come in, and then the doctor comes in and the doctor is standing there, and either the nurses are filling the doctor in on what's going on, or the doctor is kind of giving the nurses update. That's kind of like what I'm seeing. They're at the foot of the bed with this other being, and they're like for a lack of a better term, I would say like exchanging notes. Kind of like, here's where here da, 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 da. That's what I was seeing. So yes, you do have two new guides with you. And and another thing to remember is that some guides are with us for many incarnations, and some come and go. It depends on where we are, where you are, where in your journey, and what is needed at that point in time. So a guy may pop in for a hot second, and for us it may seem long, but it's a hot second to help guide you on what it is you need at that point in time. Okay, Jazzy. So I hope that answers your question. And one last thing Jazz said, she said, and a pace I'm a pace and I belong, and birthday is come. Hmm. Hmm. Mm,
I think she might be talking into her phone and it comes out a little different.
a little
I'm not sure.
different, yeah.
Yeah.
Man. So I guess she's the last part, man or woman, that guide. She's trying to get the gender, but let me see if I can feel, because there's two. It was interesting. I kind of heard like, why does the gender matter? It's not going to the and what I get from that is that the in human terms, the level of work is not going to be any different. You know what I mean? Whether it's masculine or feminine, they are here to fulfill their own journey as well. All right, Jazz. I hope that helps. And we had a few other people jump in. We had I saw Tabia, um Tab Tia Beer, not Tabby. I am so sorry. Tia Beer, hello. And then we had Leona. Hi, good morning. Well, yeah, it's still good morning. Thank you for joining us. All right, let's go to Susan Trench. And I'll click on Susan. Uh,
And it because this tripped me up, it is Suanne, and it took me
oh,
a
it
while
is.
to get that.
What did I say, Suzanne?
It's easy to do. I did it for the longest time, and she's like, "That's all right. I'll answer to that."
Suan, I am so sorry.
it's it's Suanne, but finally I got it, so now I don't. I'll never forget it. Yeah.
You know, that's interesting. I wonder, Suan, if Suan is here, if your parents were probably going back and forth between the two names, you know,
Oh,
yeah, trying to decide what to do. We want an S name, you know, and do we want, yeah, because it's interesting that you didn't say her name recently, and I just automatically said Suzanne, but I'm sorry, Suan. Okay. Suan Trench would like a message from her son, Colin. Okay. And Suan is here. Suan.
he wants you to know that he's all right. He's like, "I'm right here, mom, and I'm fine. I'm doing. I am well. I am safe, and I am at peace." He wants you to know, and he's almost taking like a leadership role, not a leadership, but a little bit more of a guide role for you in the sense that he, it's almost like he's your equal as far as understanding and guiding. He's he just wants to thank you for all of the love, all of the patience. He's showing me himself when he was like running around the house and you just couldn't get him to stop running around the house. And he was always very filled with energy. And you tried to get him into sports and into different activities. Did he like to ride on a skateboard or something um, when he was young? And he's just showing me he had so much, he loved to feel the wind in his face. So whatever it was on wheels, whether it was a skateboard or a bike, he loved that thrilling feeling. And you almost had to sit on him to have him sit still. And he's saying that he just wants to thank you for all of the patience and all of the love and all of the joy that you being his mom entailed. He's saying he knows how much that you love him, and he knows how much that you miss him, and he knows how much that you want to hear from him. And he's saying, I do often mention this, that when we look at their pictures and we look into their eyes and we speak to them, we are able to connect with them because not because they need the picture, but because our belief here, the loved one here on earth, it's easier to believe that we're connecting because we're looking at them and intending for us to talk to them. And this allows us to believe that if we hear something or feel something, that it is in response to them, rather than if we're just walking around and saying, Colin, I wish I send me a sign. And and he's just saying that using his picture is a good way for you to focus and to have that ability to listen and to feel him come through you. When you get chills, I don't know if you've gotten the chills, but he's saying that he is around you. It's that change of frequency. He's saying sometimes you hear it's not the tinnitus, it's when you hear a very loud pitch in your, he's doing it to my right ear. And it's almost like it's not the regular tinnitus. I know we all have our ears ring all the time because of all the radio waves around us, but he's saying when one is much louder, it's like a deafening sound, and all that is the change in frequency. And he's saying that does he have he's talking about a dog. I don't know if he had a dog that he left behind, if there's a dog in the family, if there's a dog on the other side. He's talking about a dog, and he just wants you to know that he doesn't want you to remember the difficult times. I feel like there was a little bit of tough love that needed to be administered here, and he doesn't want you to have any second thoughts. He's saying you did everything right. All of the choices were the correct choices. Don't second guess yourself. You are a great mom. You still are and always will be my mom. And did you have grandchildren from him? Or is that one? He's talking about grandchildren. Or is there a grandchild that reminds you of him? He's talking about your grandchildren. And he's saying, Mom, he wants you to know that your happiness and your joy is just lights him up. So he wants you to know that he sees your growth in your grief and your hard work and how hard it was for you to get to. He said, try not to, when you get to a certain point of being able to function in the world, but you always have this heavy heart. You always have this sadness. I feel it like in your throat. And he says that he's just really very proud of you for the strength that it takes to carry on. And he wants you to know that you're not carrying on without him. It's that the relationship has changed. He's always in your heart, and you always have a connection with him. I do feel as though you talk to him a lot or think about him a lot or communicate with him. And he says he hears your thoughts. He hears your thoughts, and especially when you have that strong heart emotion around him. He says, please don't judge yourself. It's almost like you have bouts of grief all over again, like it just happened yesterday. He said, please don't judge yourself. He says, it's all a part of the process. So that's what I have so far. Oh, she says, I do talk to him a lot. No grandchildren. Okay.
Yeah. And then she says higher up, she said she had been looking at photos a lot lately, and that she has gotten chills and the sound in her ear. Wow, it's nice. Thank you, Jean.
Welcome.
Okay. So okay, so here's what I got, and it's so funny as I'm writing and Gina's saying what she's getting. I'm like, oh, I got that. So Colin comes in and he's like, Mom, I'm right here. Literally, that's how he says it in my ear. And then it's like he's calling you, but the distraught that you feel, because it is your child and you've lost him, so that pain, it seems like it's just constant. But because of what you are feeling in your heart, because you've lost him, it's like he's right there, and you you can't really feel him the way you could feel him, right? And then he shows me an image of you standing at a window looking out. And I wrote here, it may be a kitchen window, I'm not sure. Um, and standing there as you're gazing out, you're thinking of him, and out the window is a backyard I can see. And you're just standing there, and he's running through your mind. You're thinking of him. And as I was writing this, my eyes started to fill up with water. And here's why: it's because he walks up to you and he lays his head on your shoulder. And if you're looking at me, it's my right. He lays his head on my right shoulder as you're looking out the window, right? And he told me as well, he said, you may feel the gentle shift. And interesting, as I was writing the word feel, Jean, you said something and you used the word feel. And I was like, yep. And because I have it underlined, I don't know if you can see, like 3 times. I was like, because Jean and I were right on point again. But even though you feel the shift in the energy, you're still unsure. You're unsure if it's him, right? And part of it, and I know that we have to go through the grief process, but they don't want us to stay in that constant t- wheel of, and this is the word I'm getting, right? Of guilt, right? Because what could I have done? What didn't I do? What didn't I say? What didn't I? What didn't I? What didn't I? But we have to remember that this is part of life. And we don't know what each other's soul journey is, and what period of that lifespan we have decided to leave the physical. We've decided to leave the physical, because and he's leading me up to this, because I pulled this card and I was supposed to show it earlier. Because here's what he says in the card: there's no such thing as death. So if we can shift, and I know it's hard. I want to tell you, it's really hard, because we're missing that physical body being there to hug us, to talk to us, to in the way that we know it, right? But once we can shift our mindset, and I had to do this too with some of my deceased loved ones, because when I think that, okay, well, I'm not hearing you, I'm not seeing you, I am expecting it to be the way you and I would have a conversation. I'm expecting that, I may see them in the physical form that I know, but that's not who they truly are once they've gone over to that side. They're a light body, they're a light being now, right? So if we can shift how we expect to see them, to hear them, to feel them gradually, if you haven't, you would start to feel, because now you have broken down the walls, you have removed the walls that limits us from being able to feel, possibly see, hear, and communicate with, right? Because the only other thing that I got was this: I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. But even though that's the words that's on here, I don't feel that. I'm more feeling that he's sending his love, just reminding you of the love that you both shared. No matter what situations may have happened, you both, that's mother son, you had love for him. He is reminding you of the love that he's had for you, he has for you, and that he is there no matter what. Okay? And that's what I have for you, Suan. And Suan said, oh my, that is so wonderful. Yeah. All the best to you, Suan. And I hope the reading really helped you. All right, Jean, we are close to the hour. It's 11:55. Are we good for a few more?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you, Jean. All right, I'm going to run my little picker. Let's see. Okay.
And Sue Ann has one more comment. She just says, I do feel him. Thank you so much. Your gifts are so appreciated. You're welcome, Sue Ann.
You're
All the
welcome.
best to
Susan.
you.
Yeah, he's always right there with you. Ooh, okay. And I just, let's see. May I have a reading about the past life that is most affecting me now?
So is Bringing Us still here?
Yeah, yep, that first. Brina, are you here? Hi at Poppy Cave. Good up. Well, still morning. Good morning. Welcome. I have to keep glancing over at the time, because it feels like it's still morning, but it also feels like it's afternoon already.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Brina hasn't answered. Oh, did I miss? Hey, Linda, Butterfly Readings. How are you? Good morning. Okay, so Brina hasn't responded yet, and we're kind of like tight on time. We're close to it. So I'm going to pick. Let's see. I'm gonna run my mouse. London, right? Okay. And Nancy Ray, are you here?
You know what? And she may be, I think she
Oh,
is here. Mhm.
yeah, she is. Okay. Oh, so Nancy asks, and then she gave a comment. Why did I choose to be raised by all women in this lifetime? And then Nancy gave her. Well, do you need to have the names, Jean? Because it's kind of like I don't think we need the names to answer this question.
Right. No, but
Yeah.
she was just pointing out that it was her grandmother and two aunts and mother that
Okay.
raised her.
Okay.
No male role model in her life.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
Oh, no, no, no. That is fine. Uh, I got something immediately. Um, so I'm gonna tell you what I got, Nancy, and then I'm gonna go to the cards. So I heard the reason why is to show you the true strength of a woman. Well, I'll take the true part. I added that, but it was the strength of a woman is why, or the female energy, not necessarily woman, the feminine energy is why you choose um, that to be raised by all these women. Okay, spirit. Okay, what else do you want, Nancy? Wait.
I do feel a little bit of a balancing occurring for you, Nancy Ray. And I do feel that they brought through a lot of spirituality and a lot of women's intuition and a lot of, you know, instincts and these types of natural um, ways of navigating life, and that it was important for you to recognize your own uh, means of navigation in your divine feminine spirit. It was like an intensive type of um, lesson in this. Perhaps in previous lifetimes, you were dominated by the uh, divine masculine and never had a chance to express your uh, authentic self. And in this respect, you had many role models who demonstrated how to express in this divine feminine way. I do also feel that you have a connection to the divine feminine energy itself, um, and that you needed this just the energetic frequency, um, the receptivity and the allowance of the ebb and flow and um, the understanding and the point of view. All of these things were integral in your soul's development. And you did see, I'm not sure if your aunts were married or I know that you said you didn't have any male role models, but I'm sure there were males in the family, but they didn't have a hand in raising you. Um, I, I also see that you all may have been in a group of spiritual women in the past, in your past lives, and that these spiritual women wanted to make sure that you were brought up in a safe environment. And when you reincarnated, this is how you chose to express that. I do see that all of you were a group of spiritual women, sort of like, uh, I'm not exactly sure how long ago, but it was a little bit more of a tribal sense of spiritual women. So that could have been, 100 years ago. So it doesn't matter, but it seems like it was a while ago that you all were together. And I do see this really interesting sort of round thing on somebody's head, and it has points out here. It has looks like 5 points, two big points here, two smaller points here, and 1 point above, and this oval in the center. And it's almost like it's a headband or a headpiece. And they're also referring me to the movie of Wonder Woman and how I think it was Paradise Island, the way all of the women, there was only women on the island. I don't know. Have you ever seen that movie, Nancy Ray? You may have. That may sort of remind you or help you to remember sort of things, not things in the movie, but the movie's going to display and act out things that may trigger memories in yourself. So that's what I have.
Okay. So Nancy Ray initially said that what we said in the beginning and what made sense. And what else did she say? She says that even though they were protective and loving, they didn't fully understand her spiritual learnings. Okay. So I have to chuckle again, right? Because as I went back in, I too, Jean, got what you got. And I wrote to soften the male energy, the masculine energy, right? The other things as I was sitting here asking, trying to get more, all of her loud squawk, and this bird is nowhere near me. It's more like out in the, and it kept squawking, squawking, and then it stopped being heard because it maybe in that past life, Nancy Ray, maybe you were of the masculine energy and women weren't seen, oh, women were like, you stay over there, we don't see you, we don't hear you. So you didn't You had to learn what it felt like as a woman to be heard, right? So it's to soften a lot of that masculine energy that you were um, fed. So how can you balance? And that's the word genius, balance. So you're in this lifetime with all these feminine energy to help balance out your own frequency, I guess. That's the word I'm getting. But then I pulled a card and I got inspiration. And I was sitting here trying to, let me just show you, trying to figure out, what it meant. But what they showed me, it's the feminine energy again. And look at all that light. Her solar plexus area is all lit up, right? With inspirations. But then I'm still trying to feel what the inspiration meant. And then you placed this comment and you said that they didn't understand your spiritual learnings. So here's what the book says. Inspiration. It says inspirations beckon you to trust in your imagination, for this is the gateway to real magic and a world that you wish to light up. Call upon the spirits of the air to stimulate your mind and illuminate your creative ideas. So, not only are you with all these women to help balance out the masculine and feminine, but you are here with them because they don't understand and your spiritual learnings. Is for you to trust in you, trust what you have, trust what you get. You know, don't let others shut, and I don't think you are, but you're here with them to learn to not to let others shut down your imagination and tell you that no, that's not it, this is how it should be done, or as people like to say, oh, you're weird, you're crazy, all that naysaying stuff. You are here with this group of family members to learn, to understand, and to believe is what I'm hearing to believe in you and what you have to offer the world. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Nancy Ray, and I hope that helps. I don't see. And Jean, it is actually 12:08, so let's come back here. And I don't want to put you on the spot to take any more. It is after the hour, so
Yeah.
I think we can call this a wrap for today. We had an amazing time with a lot of amazing messages. Oh, hold on 1 second. Nancy just had one more comment. They always told me children need to be seen and not heard. I was always a loner and thought outside the box. Well, that's why that bird was out there squawking constantly. This is your opportunity to, as I said, to being heard. So scream out loud and let your voice be heard, Nancy. But everyone, Jean and I would like to thank you all for being here with us today, spending this snowy Sunday morning. Um, Jean, before we go, when is your next live?
I have Valerie from Butterfly, at Dragonfly Crystals, and she's coming on my show today at 2. Let me just check. Is it 2 or 2:30? It's 2:30. She'll be on with me, and we're going to be talking about 3D, 5D, and the soul. Just a little light subject. So I'm looking forward to that. Mm-hmm.
And even though it's a light subject, the information is always good to get. I learn a lot when I watch the light subjects where you're not necessarily doing readings. So come on over and join Jean and Valerie from Dragonfly Crystals.
And how about you, Akela? Where will you be next?
Oh, I think the next time I will be on will be my Saturday show on the 31st at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. That's going to be my next show. All right. And thank you to all the moderators. Thank you again for everyone for joining us. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.